More than 2 hours before kickoff, CBS showed an image of Taylor Swift at Allegiant Stadium, wearing a sleek black tank top, a red satin Chiefs jacket slung over her shoulder, and her hair tied back in a ponytail. She was spotted standing next to Ice Spice and Blake Lively. Taylor walked into the stadium following her mother, Andrea Swift, alongside Blake Lively, who has previously attended Chiefs games with her, and her Karma collaborator Ice Spice, with whom she was recently seen at the Grammys. Taylor's epic dash to the Super Bowl had officially concluded after she landed at Las Vegas's Harry Reid International Airport just before 1 p.m. local time. With more than 2 hours still to go before kickoff, the pop megastar was photographed stepping off her plane after a flight that lasted under 40 minutes. From there, she was whisked away in a convoy of blacked-out SUVs, accompanied by her father, Scott Swift, in the front seat and given a 3-car police escort through the packed city to Allegiant Stadium, the site of Super Bowl 58. Her journey had started Saturday night in Tokyo, Japan, when she made a quick dash to the airport around 9:30 p.m. local time after finishing a concert. Boarding a jet nicknamed the Football Era, she flew nearly 7 hours to Los Angeles, where she was photographed arriving at LAX. After spending the night at her palatial Beverly Hills home, Taylor boarded her own jet again at Burbank Airport just before noon. At nearly the same time Taylor touched down in Las Vegas, Travis Kelce was spotted arriving at the stadium, dressed in an all-black, sparkly outfit fit for the momentous occasion. Swift will be joined at the game by Jason and Kylie Kelce, who were seen celebrating a big win the night before at the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino, along with Travis's mother, Donna Kelce, making it a full family affair. Donna Kelce was also in attendance at Super Bowl 58, captured by NFL cameras, soaking up the pregame atmosphere on Sunday morning. Her son, Travis Kelce, is seeking his third Super Bowl triumph in just 5 years, and the desire to lift the Vince Lombardi trophy again is as strong as ever. Earlier this week at the Grammys, host Trevor Noah made a lighthearted yet striking Taylor Swift joke, saying, "As Taylor moves around the room, the local economy around her improves," while gesturing toward her. It wasn't entirely a joke. Swift's era's tour has been estimated to generate around $5 billion for the U.S. economy, even drawing acknowledgement from the U.S. Federal Reserve for her impact on the national tourism industry. "If Taylor Swift were an economy," said Dan Fleetwood, president of the research company Question Pro, "she'd be bigger than 50 countries." Her influence is already being felt in Australia, where Sydney and Melbourne are gearing up for her upcoming concerts. It's expected that Swift's 7 shows, 3 in Melbourne and 4 in Sydney, will generate around $140 million, according to government modeling. More than 85% of Melbourne's hotels are already booked for the first 2 nights, with similar occupancy rates expected in Sydney. Qantas even added 11,000 extra flight seats to accommodate the influx of fans. In addition, bead sales have reportedly surged as Swifties prepare friendship bracelets to trade during the shows. Some fans expressed outrage after being told they could only bring as many bracelets as they could wear on their arms, a decision made by Swift's team. Meanwhile, at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, where Swift is expected to perform to around 86,000 fans each night, the largest crowds of her career, construction is already underway on 3 massive merchandise areas to ease congestion inside the venue. Although Swift is unlikely to break Australia's national attendance records, which were set by Ed Sheeran at the MCG, her tour continues to shatter venue records worldwide, from Nashville to Brazil. With Taylor Swift's massive stage setup and long runway reducing available seating, her upcoming shows at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, are expected to host slightly fewer fans than last year's Ed Sheeran concerts, which drew over 109,500 people. For Swifties struggling to avoid concert spoilers, the end of the wait is in sight. Despite slight seating adjustments, the Eras Tour remains one of the largest logistical operations the MCG has ever undertaken. Adjacent Brunton Avenue will be closed for over a week as trucks deliver the immense stage components and later remove them. To prepare for the aftermath, more than 12,000 square meters of turf have been set aside to repair the field ahead of the AFL season. Over 5,000 staff members will work at each Swift concert, a staffing level never seen before, according to Josh Eltringham, the MCG's venue and event services general manager, who has been coordinating the Swift shows for 18 months. The amount of infrastructure coming in is extraordinary. You only have to look at the massive merchandise areas. We've never had anything like this before because the demand and hype are so real. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before, and I think anything we'll ever see again, he said. In Sydney, about 300,000 Swifties are expected at Accor Stadium across 4 nights. Fans are being strongly encouraged to leave their cars at home due to the added pressure on parking facilities, especially with Blink. 182 concerts drawing another 100,000 fans nearby on the same nights. Both Melbourne and Sydney are adding extra trains and buses, though Sydney is offering free public transport bundled with concert tickets. Final numbers are still being finalized, but Transport for NSW has confirmed hundreds of extra services will run each night. This concert series will be one of the biggest events this area has ever hosted, said Craig Moran, Executive Director of Customer Journey Management for Transport for NSW. He advised concertgoers to plan ahead, allow extra travel time, and be prepared for crowds and queues, particularly after the concerts. Meanwhile, both Accor Stadium and the MCG are preparing strategies to prevent tailgating, referring to fans attempting to camp out early or find ways to sneak in, a phenomenon already seen globally, including in Argentina, where Swifties line up for 5 months using elaborate timetables to secure the best spots. To deter ticket holders from arriving too early, the MCG is instructing fans not to line up outside the stadium before 2:30 p.m. on concert days, warning that anyone arriving too early will be moved into nearby Yarra Park. Gates at both the MCG and Accor Stadium will officially open around 4:30 p.m. Earlier this week, Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen announced plans to prevent what she called tailgating, fans without tickets gathering outside the venues just to experience the concert atmosphere. At both the MCG and Accor Stadium, police, emergency services, and security staff will be on hand to manage these crowds, moving on anyone setting up tents or drinking outside the venues. Both stadiums have urged non-ticketed fans to stay away, stressing that no external screens will broadcast the concerts. Still, officials acknowledge they may be fighting a losing battle. We know there's also the experience of just being around the event, Allen admitted on Sunday. If the first night in Melbourne proves too chaotic or unsafe, MCG management will work with police to reassess their strategies for the following shows, said Josh Eltringham. I hope some do listen to us, he added, but of course some people won't, and we're prepared for that. In both Sydney and Melbourne, extra merchandise stands have been set up outside the stadiums to help manage demand. It may seem like a lot of effort, but Swift's merchandise has become especially coveted. So much so that it's estimated she made $300 million in merch sales during the U.S. leg of her tour. Reports from the States describe fans camping out for days, hiding under delivery trucks, and spending thousands of dollars to grab exclusive items, like a blue sweatshirt that became wildly popular. A band hoodie is always going to set you back $100, explains Dr. Georgia Carroll, the world's only dedicated Taylor Swift academic. But what she does uniquely is make everything limited edition, and that traps you into thinking you're going to miss out.